Hello everyone, how's it going, and welcome back to Jason Reacts to his old random bollocks. So just a heads up regarding this episode. First of all, I probably sound like shit. I'm kind of tired, but not quite tired enough to sleep, and I need to go to sleep, so I'm gonna do this. Hopefully this exhausts me that and lasts a little bit so I can actually sleep. How many times am I gonna say sleep in one sentence? Anyway, so this is kind of important. I did record this about 3 or 4 days ago, and I think it went pretty well, not to toot my own horn. I think it was quite entertaining, to be perfectly honest with you, because I was in that sort of state where I was like deliriously exhausted, so I was just like hyper off the wall, just, you know, sort of adjacent annoys a lot of people, but like, you know, I don't know, I think it was entertaining. So anyway, I'm redoing it because after I finished recording, I then went to record the Patreon outro and then realized that the Patreon outro hadn't come out. The long story short version is, apparently I'd run out of hard drive space on my external hard drive, which is 3 terabytes. I almost said gigabytes. I was like, nope, that's not right. So yeah, I wish it had warned me. It just let me record even though the recording didn't come out. Like, it just, there was no warning. So that was shitty. Anyway, so yeah, I've seen all of this, basically. I mean, obviously I've seen all of it. I'm the one playing it, but you know what I mean. I saw all of it like a few days ago and reacted to it then. I'm gonna try and sort of reiterate the same points and say roughly the same things I did before, but you know, the point of this is that it's an off-the-cuff reaction series, so my apologies. Blame whatever the hell for not, you know, informing me that apparently I'd run out of disk space. So that sucks. Anyway, I got disk space now. Let's go. Probably quite loud. Sounds loud to me. I'm gonna turn down. Here we go. I'm gonna move around my chair so you're gonna hear some squeaking. Deal with it. You'll be okay. This sounds loud as shit, dude. We'll roll with it. I can always tell when, you know, I can hear myself in the video what sort of volume it needs to be. Until then, I have no idea.
Hey, what's up everyone?
Okay,
Welcome back to the
hell.
magical world of Dark Souls. Today we are going to take on the 4 Kings
Good
of
God.
New Londo. But first we have some random side crap to do, so I want to go check out the merchant. You remember the guy whose bodyguard I freaking Sparta kicked right off the cliff?
Yeah, you'll notice,
see what merchandise he has for
it's not
sale,
one of those
'cause I've never
episodes where I
actually
say
seen him
freaking
before.
a whole lot.
Oh,
by the way, speaking of Blighttown,
you have to be in the Cat Covenant clan. Why is his bodyguard here? I killed you. I
true, I
saw
did
you
kill him.
die with my own
my
eyes.
assumption is
He's like, hey, Hatchy, he just keeps coming back.
either the idea.
come on,
I can't believe
mosquitoes,
the
you son
bug
of
spat
bitches.
on the man.
They're
By the way, it didn't
killing
even
him.
hit me.
And
I
then they're
guess the
gonna
idea
kill
is
me.
either
Oh my god.
the
That's
what they
from Troll
wanted
2. If you
was
haven't seen
that
that movie,
the
don't
idea
watch
is that
it.
it's just a
Hilarious
bodyguard, a
still.
generic. Because you
Okay.
know, it's not really a
Fine,
character in the
I'll
game. They
make it
don't say, you know, I'm Dave of the East or whatever. It's just a guy. So maybe he's just got a bunch of them. You know, they're like genome soldiers. He can just get another one. So maybe that's it. My assumption, however, is that it's most likely, and since I've been scripting on Grimrock 2 recently, making a Grimrock map, which is what I was going to mention, one of the levels I'm making in my Grimrock 2 mod is actually a Blighttown map. I'm getting it as close as I can to the way Blighttown works. You know, sort of the secrets in the same place and stuff like that, like, you know, where you drop down, get sets of armor and what have you. It's going pretty well so far, but it's only about, like, 30% complete, because Blighttown's massive. Anyway, so my assumption is that there's probably just a checkbox, you know, in the script somewhere when they were, you know, making the game that says, like, you know, if character is dead, do not have character show up elsewhere, and they probably just didn't check that box, because, as you may have noticed, you know, like, you'll go somewhere and you'll see Onion Bro, and then you'll see Onion Bro literally across the other side of the entirety of Lordran, and you're like, how did you get here so fast? It's because there's multiple copies of Onion Bro, you know, he can be in more places at once, but the idea is that you cannot, therefore you do not realize that, so there's probably a checkbox for the bodyguard. They just didn't think to untick it and have him show up as dead, basically.
Of course, when we swing it,
at least when he's in this location.
Down syndrome. All right, let's get our
I just said something about swinging like I have Down syndrome.
Next up,
Wow, that was a low blow.
Buy some armor sets from the merchant there, then head to Sen's Fortress and save Big Hat Logan, because frankly, I forgot last time we were there. Okay, so I bought a bunch of grass for the Battle with the 4 Kings, because we're gonna need to get a little higher. And I bought the armor set of onion because it looks freaking awesome. What's cooler than wearing an onion on your head? Maybe Sephiroth's sword. Maybe. That might be like the only thing that's cooler. God damn you, son of a bitch. Oh god, that's throwing fireballs at me. Right. Don't think he can hit me here.
Chimpanzees,
I hope
Peter
not.
Pan, magic
Okay.
cheese.
You remember where we got the ring of sacrifice?
Sorry.
Ring of sacrifice. Over here. The merchant from the depths.
It's song
is now
stuck in
here.
my
He
head.
will sell us boss armor sets.
Sometimes it annoys people.
I suppose great minds.
Those people suck. That was like the most disingenuous laugh I've ever heard.
Anyway, if you didn't pick the Master Key as a beginning item, you can buy it from this guy. He also sells his armor and the armor of any boss you've killed. The exception to this rule is Ornstein and Smo. Whatever one you kill second, that's the armor set you can buy. You cannot buy the armor of the first guy you killed. So we killed Smo first.
To encourage you to play New Game Plus.
Unless we go to New Game Plus.
Because there's not many
do the
reasons
boss battle
otherwise.
in the opposite order. But who gives a crap? We buy everything we can possibly get. And then we're ready to continue our magical journey.
Thank you.
Every journey we
That
take
was
is
a fine
magical.
trade. I have this funny feeling we'll meet again soon. And we'll make another fine trade, of course.
I have a feeling you might be right. Okay. Let's
What
go
about
see
if he
that
hadn't
bastard
added
big
and
head
we'll
Logan
make
that we
another
forgot to
trade
save last
on the end of
time,
that
'cause I am an
sentence, it
idiot.
would have sounded really sinister. Can you imagine
Alright,
just
so
like
when
you go up to
save
someone,
this
he's like,
bastard,
I
you
have a
to come
feeling
up
we'll
here
meet
so
again
you can-
soon.
Oh, well, then it'll hit me.
You'd be like,
Where you can push
are
the
you-
boulders. You wanna
you gonna
push it
kill me?
around, aim it down here at the
Are you-
snake man
you
that was
s- are
leaning
you a
up against the
stalker?
wall. If you watch
It's very
very,
sinister,
very
my
carefully,
man.
You'll see some numbers pop up. You're gonna beat the crap out of him with that boulder. That's good enough.
Speaking of
Just leave the boulder
disingenuous
there,
laughs.
let it kill him. But you know what? That takes way too freaking long. We'll just go kill him with our Club of Doom. We're gonna aim
Club
the
of
boulder in
Doom.
the opposite direction so it doesn't end up kicking
That's very
the crap out of
excitable,
us
wasn't
when we
it?
go down there. Now the wall will be smashed open and we can get to our good buddy Big Cat Logan. Well, he's not a good buddy yet, but I assure you, he will be. He is a very important NPC.
He'll like
if you are
me.
making a mage
I'll
character. I would
make him
probably
like
say
me,
he's
and if he
most
does a
important.
power and the kisser.
And Club of Doom in the nuts.
I'll punch
and
him until he
guns
likes
of
me.
death. Get out of my sight, you disgust me. So remember, if you have the master key,
Are you
that
surprised
works on
I'm
his
single?
cage, or if you don't have it, which we don't, you need the cell key, which we got a long time
Actually, I'm
ago
not
in
single
Shell's
anymore.
Fortress, but I forgot to
I
come
shouldn't
back
say
here.
that.
And you can also open this one and get a soul
Took a while,
of
though.
a hero, because I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
You seem quite lucid.
Wait for it.
In these times, I am Logan.
We're gonna get a gander at his face.
I have a bright idea. Suppose
Looky, looky, he's all grey and shit.
I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and
Hey, I'm old and empty-handed too. Join the club.
melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
The inactivity is repressive. Yeah. I know the feeling.
Thank you.
If I don't do anything, I get bored as shit as well.
Troubles, but I must
And I feel like I'm going insane. Might be why I'm sitting down recording instead of doing nothing.
return to Farley Shrine. Speak with me then.
I should commentate on one of these videos one day like old me. Hello everyone, and how's it going? Welcome back to Dark Souls. My name's Jason. I am going to be walking you through this bollocks today. Aren't I bloody eccentric and annoying? Yes.
Hello there.
Hello, Big Tit
I
Logan.
was expecting you. As promised, I will share my sorceries.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid that you are unable to learn sorcery.
I'm afraid you are
The
too
basic framework,
thick.
You see, it cannot be taught. Oh, do not fret. Life isn't all about sorcery.
You're
You will
dull as
find
hell.
your own way.
You're
Don't
practically
frown with
retarded.
regret. Peer forward
Since I pulled out the
with your
retarded
head
word earlier,
held
I thought I'd just go for the twofer, you know?
Hello there. Glad to see you alive.
Like to point out, retarded does not mean
Did you see
stupid.
them? The three
There are
main
actually
clerics
some
headed
very
for the
clever
catacombs
retarded
to seek
people.
Kindling. Kindling is the art of feeding bonfires. The poor young girl sent down into a tomb. What a terrible mission she is burdened with.
Oh, shut up, you pussy. Man up. Okay, let's go speak to these
Damn,
people over here.
all right.
I believe we
Seems
haven't
a little
actually
harsh.
spoken to Balljob yet. So we'll speak to Balljob as well.
Oh,
Somebody?
I don't suppose we can. We accompany my lady. It is quite a chore, but I'm stuck with her. I can't very well.
Wait, just skip all the text.
Oh.
That's all he ever says. Do I not say that you look like shit and I don't talk to
Hello
people
there.
who dress like
I believe
commoners?
we are not acquainted.
Why are
I'm
you hanging out
Marquis
with these fools then?
Have you
Oh, but
business
Jason, they
with
got
us?
like paladin
If
armor on.
not,
No, they look
I
like crap.
prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
They look like they're
Nice haircut,
cosplaying.
you bald
Especially
head
him. He
freak.
looks like a
Yes, I have an
cosplayer.
onion on my
Hello
head.
there.
What of it?
I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance.
You
But
need
I also want you to know
Fremt, is that his name?
that it is not meant
Yeah,
to
Fremt,
annoy.
snoring in the background.
Take this as a token of peace.
Who does this,
Now,
by the
go
way?
ahead.
Who says,
See you.
yo, piss off, don't talk to me? And then you come back and he's like, alright, look.
Oh,
It was a little harsh.
My
Let me
guests
slip
have
you a
finally
coin. We
arrived.
friends now? We
I
cool?
will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying
No?
goodbye soon. It was a pleasure.
Why are you giving me money? You can't even spend money in this world. You know it has no value.
Miracles?
Give me
like
your
this?
soul.
Yes, I know.
Yes, quite indubitably, old chum. So once you've made friends with this bowhead son of a
That is
bitch,
a shame.
you can get the shrug gesture from him. And who doesn't love the shrug gesture? I know I do. And you can get some basic miracles from him.
love everything.
Miracles are not the same as sorceries. Sorceries are
Come
more
again.
offensive damage.
Everything
inflicted,
is
whereas miracles
freaking-
tend to
and
heal you
everything is
and disguise you and all
badass.
sorts of crap like that. Okay, it's Four Kings time. Right, I have decided we are going to wear Ornstein's armor set, which you can't upgrade,
For the
but it's pretty
boys.
good, and we have medium roll with this. We're going to go with the grass crest shield for the stamina recovery, and we're going to pop some more grass, because you want to get a little high? When we
Oh,
fight the
there's that
kings,
reference
we are
again.
going to need the stamina recovery. Without
Haven't
crap
milked
little
those
stamina
out as
bar,
dry yet.
Boy, are we going to need it. And you know what? I've
Or
just
have
realized
I?
we need to put the Covenant of Artorias ring on, even though I'd love to keep the Cloranth 3 ring on.
Even
Okay,
though I'd
guys,
love
very
to keep the
quickly,
Cloranth
boss,
3
probably
ring
not gonna
on.
fight anything
Who
on the way.
talks like that?
Hopefully,
The
not
fuck?
guy on the way down.
You awkward son of a bitch. Get clobbered, son. Super speed.
Okay, here we go. Remember, you are going to need to wear the Cloranthry ring. Otherwise, when you drop down here,
Yeah, you
you're just gonna fall
thickos.
through the ground
Pay
and die.
attention,
Now,
you
oh
thick
my God, the
idiots.
guys are beating me up
Wait a
from
minute.
walls.
Wait the
Run,
fuck on.
Get to the
Hold.
chopper.
Shut up with a bad Arnie impression, by the way. Get to the chopper, God, now. That's way better. Anyway, it took years, but I got the Arnie impression. Slightly more down. Did he not just say, and by he I mean me, did I not just say to wear the Cloranthi ring? I'm saying this like, yo, wear this ring, you idiots. And I'm saying the wrong fucking ring. Hang on.
Okay, here we go. Remember, you are going to need to wear the Cloranthry ring. Otherwise, when you drop down here, you're just gonna fall through the ground and die. Now,
The
oh
fucking
my God, the
Covenant of
guys are beating me up from
Artorias, you
walls.
silly
Run,
tit.
Run! Get to the chopper!
Alright, hey, I just realized as well, I didn't read the comments here, so it's, oh god, it's so bright. What the hell is that? Oh, I was watching Try Guy videos. That's a Try Guy video. Apparently I saw that one. Oh, I did. These are all my comments. Bloody hell. See, the way it works in the old system is that if you've responded to someone, it doesn't, like, show their comment. Like, it's annoying, because these are 4 years old. Let's see if any of these are interesting. Vitor Valadares. I'm guessing he's European of some description. Maybe Eastern European. Funny story, on my first playthrough, I followed the Framp line, but because I missed the bonfire in the middle of Gwyn's room, I leave and ended up with Karth's ending, even though I didn't understand who he was and why Framp and his brothers were calling me the Dark Lord. Yeah, that's happened to other people as well. Invade other people at level 1, please. You'll want to check out my PvP videos, of which I did invade people at level 1 and still kick the absolute living shit out of the vast majority of people. I still had people on those videos being like, you're a terrible person, why are you doing this? You have an upgraded club. It's like, yeah, I do, but I'm level 1, you know? I gotta even it out somehow. It doesn't, though. Like, if you are level 1 with an upgraded club and you're going into a beginner area and they've got, like, fucking a dick plus 3, you're upgraded, like, you know, +5 lightning club compared to their floppy dick +3, you're gonna dick slap them, not the other way around. This guy still keeps up with the channel, as does Stefan, I believe. There's not many names here I do recognize. There's a few, but not many. Hunter Overdose I recognize as well. I think he may still be around, I'm not sure. Yeah. The Four Kings are the highest boss in your opinion. I disagree. I think the DLC bosses are far harder, but I think out of the base game, yes, you are correct. None of these seem all that interesting. Sure, we'll carry on. Let's go.
Okay, screw it. We're gonna run all the way down. Now, what you can do is you can walk over the edge and just drop down the middle. But sometimes you're gonna clip one of these edges that are hanging out, and you're gonna just die from fall damage.
I've done it so many times you wouldn't believe. So
Several
many
times.
times.
It is the most infuriating thing ever.
It
It's
actually,
like,
you're
okay,
like, you run
I'm gonna
away, you're
run
like,
here for
okay.
Several minutes, okay. Boss time.
Yep,
Dead.
you're like, okay.
My God.
Time to find the boss.
Dark Trolls.
Yeah.
Okay. We're
Okay,
ready.
guess I'll run back here. Plonk. Okay,
good,
so
I did.
for those who don't know, I spin the camera
That
around
was
here
suck.
so
now one
you
of
can
the
see where they
kings is
spawn,
gonna
because they
pop
don't
up
always
in one
spawn on the
direction,
same
they come
side
out
of you.
one at a time. There is not actually technically
You guys, as you
four
see the
kings.
flesh, you go
If
run.
you don't kill the fourth one quick enough, a fifth will appear, and so on and
So,
forth. And
I happen to
apparently
know,
they are
because
endless. There's some videos
I remembered
on that,
this,
right,
but
like
also because,
2000
you
or
know,
something ridiculous. I have no idea.
I watched this like 3 days ago, as I mentioned.
Okay, so tactics for the boss fight. First
I am
of all, you
aware
wanna
that I
get as
do
close
kill
to
the
them
4
as
kings
possible.
here. First
Hug them,
attempt on
because
level 1.
everybody loves a hug. The closer you are,
If
the
you
less damage
watch,
they will do. Oh my
I got
God, kill him
insanely
quickly.
lucky. That was the first. So they have a bunch of
Oh,
moves
that
that
was
waste
close.
time. This is a race
My
against
God,
time.
He was about to do a grand
They were
slam,
gonna do
a
the
grand
ground
slam,
slam.
a slam
Grand
dunk,
slam,
a
idiot.
ground slam,
Yeah, they
where
were
he
gonna do
smashes his
the
weapon
ground
on
slam
the
there,
floor.
but he didn't even get to
Big
do
area
it
effect
because,
does
you know, I
tons
killed
of
him
damage.
as he was
Not
in the
sure
middle of the
your
animation.
time in the second king
There's
will come
also
out
the
and beat
boomerang, which wastes a lot of time. There's the grab move, which wastes a lot of time. That one doesn't really matter. You see if you're right next to him, it doesn't even hit you. And yes, there's the grab to such humanity, the ground slam, the boomerang. I think those are the 3. If you watch, they don't do any of them. Other than that one at the start trying to do the ground slam, completely didn't even do it the entirety of the fight. So this was just insanely lucky. I mean, I could claim, oh no, actually, I'm just incredible at Dark Souls. You know, it's just nothing but skill. I mean, obviously, I do know what I'm doing here.
Don't even know your name. All I know is that to me, you look like you're lots of fun. Open up your loving and watch out, here I come.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. By the way, if you want to hear a good version or a good cover of that song, there's a version by Dope, D-O-P-E. Google that or YouTube that. It's cool. I like that cover. A lot of people think it's by Manson. It's not. It's by Dope. Anyway, so yeah, as you see, let's get very lucky. But again, the tactic here is if you hug them, as long as you are very close to them, you'll see. You see how little damage he did to me with that. Because if they hit you with like the hilt of their weapon, they do almost nothing. If they get you with the tip of their sword, they will one-shot you at level 1, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There's actually not many enemies in the game that can one-shot you at level 1, believe it or not. A lot of them will get close, obviously, it's Dark Souls, but the vast majority of them will not quite one-shot you. I think the 4 Kings are one of the exceptions. You see what I mean? One ground slam attempt, they didn't even get to finish it. They just didn't do any of the time wasting moves, so we got very lucky there, but I'll take it now. I will take it. Who's ready for a really long bit of dialogue? Because it's coming! This guy keeps talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. It's like the biggest exposition dump in the entire game, I'm pretty sure.
The first freaking attempt, that was such bullshit. I genuinely got lucky there, but hey.
See?
I'm okay
Even parts of me knew it.
Right, you know what we need? We need the well, what is it? Well, what is it, motherfuckers?
I can still do the fake
Okay,
laugh.
so you notice this huge
I got it
shake in the
down.
distance. This guy shows up if you don't talk to Kingseeker friends. That is why we did it. This bastard, unlike Friend, has a hell of a lot of dialogue that will explain about the storyline, and he has a PvP covenant
Does this
that you
make
can join.
you
If
Randy, baby? Yeah!
You cannot join this PvP covenant, and I want to join it because I feel like
I like
it'll
that
be
armor.
kind of
Armor's very
entertaining to
cool.
try and beat people at level 1.
I know a couple of people like the armor as well.
We may as well freaking
Doidle,
try. So like I say,
Mikey,
this guy has
fucking
a lot of
weebs.
dialogue, so I will shut up and let you enjoy it.
This dialogue is so long, dude. So long. Strap yourselves in, I'm probably gonna talk over most of it. I have giant dentures. And ears, question mark, that could be a moustache. You are unclear of the story of Dark Souls. This guy is going to give you the clearest explanation in terms of dialogue. You know the story's going to be long when he starts from the beginning of time. It's like, when the world was created, God made the heaven and the earth in 7 days. Sorry, 6 bloody days. And he rested on the last day, which is why Sunday is God's day and people go to church and shit. Because apparently the day that he rested, he decided, nah, you don't get to rest. You have to waste your time in a fucking church paying respects to me. What a nice God you got there. What a dick. No offense. He created Adam, but Adam wanted some pussy, so he said, make me a wife from my rib. So essentially, it's like incest, because she's basically his child. So Adam and Eve had sex, and then when you think about it, even if those two weren't incest, they had kids. Who were they gonna have sex with? They had to have sex with each other. So either the parents had sex with the kids, or the kids had sex with each other. Either way, there was a whole lot of inbreeding going on. If you are to believe the story of Adam and Eve, and I'm not telling you whether to or not, You know, I'm not a religious man. That should be quite obvious, but, you know, I respect your beliefs. I'm just saying, if you do believe in that, we're all the result of inbreeding. That might explain why the human race is so dumb. That might explain why Donald Trump currently leads America.
Undead warrior.
Well done, Matt. Well dumb. Well dumb. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Well dumb. It's well dumb, that is.
Destroy the fading Lord.
Fucking hell, he's still going.
Has coddled
Just swallow me.
and resisted nature, and become the fourth Lord, so that you may usher in an age of dark.
Sure, why not?
Very well.
Why do they do that in video games?
I shall now
Like,
guide
I'm not saying in this one. In this one, it has a point, because if you say no, like, you go do the
thine
Kingseeker Frempt version of the storyline. Hang on a minute. Yeah, look at that deep throat, you whore. Anyway, so in this, there's a reason for that. But there's quite a lot of video games. They do this quite a lot in Zelda, where like you'll talk to a main character and they'll be like, Link, you are the chosen one. You are the only one who can save Hyrule from Ganon. Will you retrieve the Master Sword and slay Ganon? And it's like, yes, no. If I say no, motherfucker, what am I gonna do?
I'll do exactly.
No,
as
I'm
you
gonna play
asked
Zelda
me.
and not kill Ganon. Oh wait, I wouldn't be playing Zelda then, would I? Like, they do that in a bunch of games. They'll ask you a question. Will you play the game? Is essentially what they're saying. They're like, will you, you know, face the boss, the final boss? And they give you the option to say no. It's like, and even if you do say no, they're like, oh no, but come on, like, please, like, you don't, it's like, kind of important, and you're like, no, and they're like, no, but you don't get it, like, we kind of need you to. But why are you giving me the, why is there a yes no option? It serves no purpose. Wait a minute, I just noticed something. Hang on a minute. Did I just spot something no one's ever spotted? Hang on. I probably didn't. Don't get too excited. Like the view of the Lord Vessel from above. Hey, it does look like tree roots, doesn't it? I mean, it's because there's roots around it. I understand that, but I feel like it's symbolism. Hang on. Hold on. God, it's taking forever, doesn't it? See what I mean? Like, the way there's light coming out of the roots down. You see the way the roots are going down? It looks like a tree, you know? And we are essentially... It's probably a slight representation of, you know, the trees being very important to life and light and all that, and balance and blah. I'm too tired to, like, figure it out, but yeah. I don't know. Whatever. Hey, who's seen the gameplay that Avati Vidya posted of the remake? Told you it wasn't gonna look super special, didn't I? And everyone got really excited, and I tried to temper your expectations. I tried. So many of you got so excited. You're like, it's gonna look so good, it's gonna look like Dark Souls 3. I was like, no, it's just gonna look slightly better. And so many of you didn't believe me. And as usual, Jason is fucking right. I'm not happy that I'm right, but I am right.
We can only get to those.
I told you it was just going to be a bit of a touch-up.
Just opened by placing the Lord Vessel. Yes, we can now go to tons more areas in the game.
Tons more areas,
Fantastic.
almost all of which are very poorly made because they were rushed.
Once the vessel is filled with souls,
Like,
the gates
Lost
of
Izalith.
wind shall open. Seek grave Lord
Where they took the arse end of the dragon model, cut off the rest of it, and copy-pasted it. Literally copy-pasted it. All over the lava area. And they were like, yep, that's an enemy.
Then the gate will open so that you may kill Gwyn. Are you ready? Then let us return to the abyss. Entrust thine flesh to me.
Yeah, entrust thine flesh to me. Let me just deep throat you again. You ready? Yummy! Bang, and the dirt is gone. I am Barry Scott. Plonk. Look how rough of a landing that sounded. Like, oh god, this invisibleness hurts. Look at those ear moustache thingies jazzing out. I think there he is, right? Oh sweet, thanks man. Always wanted to drain some life. Wish they made a Dark Souls prequel. That'd be super cool.
Placed upon your brethren.
Okay, so we're now in the Dark Ray Covenant. What this means is, as long as we are human, we can invade any other human players in the game. Because we're level 1, we can invade absolutely anybody, as long as they haven't beat the area boss, which is more people than you might imagine. So we can do
People
that by
suck
either
at
using
Dark
cracked
Souls.
red eye orbs, which break after
But
one
they don't
use,
kill many
or the
bosses,
red eye orb.
except when
we
they
have to donate
summon.
him 10 humanity to get the red eye orb.
I'm very English there, didn't I? When I
And
said
boom,
red eye
there's
orb.
number 10. Now we have a red eye orb that will not break, and we can use it to invade as many times as we want, wherever we want. Fantastic. One more thing to do in this video just before we go. Let's go back to Firelink Shrine and talk to that bastard Fremt and see what he has to say, because he is not going to be happy
Did I
that
say
we have
Shrine?
sided with Darkstalker
Firelink Shrine?
because those guys do not like each other, not one freaking bit.
Now, there's theories that they're actually the same thing, and they're just like the two ends connect, and that, you know, one of us always lies, one of us always tells the truth. Could be. It's probably not the case, considering the Dark Lord ending. There's tons of the
Yeah,
bastards.
screw you too, buddy. Jump attack!
Lunging attack of justice.
So if you drop down this hole, this will just take you back to where we were, where Darkstalker Cat.
So we never needed him to deep throat us.
Alright guys, I'm going
Could've
to end
just
the video
jumped down.
here.
Listen.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, I always appreciate it when you click on the like button. And I'll see you guys next time for more.
It's very true. I do always appreciate it when you click on the like button, especially when you consider I had to watch this twice. You're welcome. I do what I can for them. I'm so tired. I do what I can for the masses. Thank you, everyone. Seriously, though, if you could click the like button, or if you really hate me, click the dislike button. Either way, that and leaving a comment will show up, you know, in the algorithm on YouTube as activity on my videos. So anytime you leave a comment, click the like button, click the dislike button, any of the above, share it, favorite it. All that stuff will help to promote the video, thusly promoting my channel. And if you would like me to continue doing this, promote my channel would be very handy. There's also a button somewhere you can click. It's like a bell down here, I think. Let me click on someone else's video and see if I can, I swear there's like a bell somewhere you can click that's like, notifications or whatever. If you can figure out what the hell the notification button is, I'd really appreciate that. Weird half-naked man. Yeah, if you could click on that, I can't figure it out, but if you can, that will also help out a great deal. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'll see you next time. Good night, everybody, and goodbye! Boop. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it, and an especially huge thank you to this month's $10+ tier patrons, who are as follows: Don Lobo, KB, I'll Be Jiggered, Miss Justice 83, Joey, Black Wolf 8994, Billy 9, Dr. Pepper Penguin, Nuria Age, Philip Rep, aka Bebop56210, Grabagus, Source of Success, and Hitbox. And thank you, of course, to the $5+ tier patrons who should be on the screen at any moment, and everyone in the lower tier as well. Thank you so much for your support, no matter how you choose to support me. Do not forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, please do click the like button. It will help out a great deal. I can't stress enough how much that helps. It really does. It will help to promote the video, and thus more people will see it and see my channel. If you want me to continue doing this, clicking the like button, leaving a comment, those are great ways to support me if you cannot afford to do so financially, and I don't blame you if you can't, because, you know, times are tough for everyone. Either way, I appreciate it so much, no matter how you choose to support me. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you next time. Good night, everybody, and goodbye!